human beings capable of giving me the pure definition of the front lever as the element.
So first of all, I wanna congratulate Mono and Krash. It was really interesting to judge them because it was two different styles. Mono was more on a comp style, like long combos on a single bar, whereas Krash was more on first Victorian stuff and then some front stuff. What was interesting to see is that holds matter a lot. Like for example, in Krash first run, he did Victorian on floor, then press, and he did a long hold before, so it gains a lot of points. And at the same time, if Mono and Krash don't really hold well their static movements, for example, touch or Victorian, there's a huge deduction. If you don't really control the movement, you lose a lot of points. So the main difference between Krash and Mono is that on the very first runs, like 12 and 15 seconds, Krash gained a lot of points thanks to his Victorians. on floor and he's sweeping off for stuff, but there were some pauses, and on the longer runs, 30 and 35 seconds, he lost some points because of his no holds, whereas Mono gained some points with style bonuses, plus not quitting the bar. And so once again, I really like to see these performances. It was my first time judging the competition, so yeah, it was a new experience and I really liked it.
Everyone, Remy here. First of all, I want to say congratulations to both athletes because it's really hard to partake in a battle like that, to submit online clips with a daytime, like with a deadline week, because you're never very proud and satisfied of what you did, and they did great work, great performance. So it was really nice to judge, and I was amazed by the performance. Just general observations on the battle. Like I hope you will cut this one. Overall, like the best scoring was Crash's shortest round because he did his biggest move with good control and managed to like combo them good enough to like maximize the bonus without like losing too much points because of the formalities. So he did great on that, and that's like where actually he got like the most points. On the more subjective judging, Mono probably won combos and variations as well as endurance on the long rounds, but Crush showed more difficulty and more control and mastery overall on everything that he showed. So that's why for me at the end, Crush is the winner. He won every round by points. He probably won most rounds in a more subjective way of judging. But it was a really great battle. It was a really close call on most rounds, which was really, really nice because that's what I wanted to see. Very, very good for me to have the opportunity to judge this. Yeah, let me out.